Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making a circle bead bag, and the materials needed is 0.7 millimeter fishing line, a scissors, and your sugar bead. You can use 8 millimeter sugar bead or 10 millimeter sugar bead, whichever one you prefer. So let's get right into it. Okay, so for a start we are going to be making use of 6 sugar beads. You place 6 sugar beads into your fishing line to cross with the 6th bead. So you have a circle of 6 sugar beads. So on our left fishing line, we are going to place 5 sugar beads. We are using 5 because one is already here. One is already here, so we are going to make use of 5. And I am going to be making my back sturdy. This is why I always create a loop in my bead, so that it makes my work fast and it doesn't get loosed. So on the left fishing line, I place 5 beads. So you cross with the 5th sugar bead. It goes right into the bead, and then the same fishing line goes back into the same bead but not fully out. Then you successfully created a loop. So you're going to take the other fishing line right into that loop, and then you drag down. So you have something like this. It's on the side already. So this fishing line on my right hand goes into this bead closest to it, this bead right here. Right then, and our left fishing line again takes in, we have 2 here already, so it takes in 4 beads. So cross with the 4th bead. So we have 3 circles like that, forming a flower. So my right fishing line goes into the nearest bead again. And then the left fishing line takes in 4 beads. 4 because we have 2 already. To cross with the 4th bead. So this is what you have. The right fishing line goes into this right sugar bead here, the one closest to it. Just 1. And then the left takes in 4 again. So this is what your work is looking like. This is what our work is looking like. On the right hand side, my right fishing line goes into the nearest bead again. Then the left fishing line takes in 4 to cross with the 4th bead. Now it is looking like this. What we have left is this bead and this one right here. So the right fishing line goes into 2 beads, these 2 beads, this and this. Okay, now we have 3 beads right here. 1, 2, 3. To make a circle of 6, we are just going to place 3 beads on our left fishing line. 3 beads to cross with the third. So you have a diagonal shape like this. This is not forming a circle yet. So the next one we are going to be building around is going to be in circle of 5 and 6. This will help to have the perfect circular shape. So your bead is your fishing line, the right fishing line goes into the next bead. We have 2 beads here already. The fishing line has gone through 2 beads, so we are going to place on our left fishing line 4 beads to make it a circle of 6. 4 beads to cross with the fourth. This is what we have. On the next one is to place our right fishing line into this next bead, the nearest one. It goes right into it. Then our left fishing line takes in 3 beads because we already have 2 here to make it a circle of 5. Make sure your loop is not showing, like the tied part is not showing. It has to hide inside the bead, just so your work can be neat. Our right fishing line goes into 2 beads, 2 beads, into one, then into another. So the left fishing line takes in 3 beads, 3 to cross with the last one, the third one. So you have 6, 5, 6. The next one will be 5. And to make the 5, your right fishing line goes into just 1 bead. And the left fishing line takes in 3 beads. 3 beads to cross with the third. The right fishing line goes into just 2 beads. The right fishing line goes into 2 beads. And then you place 3 beads to cross with the last. Next one is a circle of 5. Your right fishing line goes into the nearest 1 bead. Your right takes in 3 beads. Then it goes into 2 beads again. Goes into 2 beads. The left takes in 3 beads. Okay. The right goes into 1 bead. The left takes in 3. So this is what you have. We continue till we get to the very end. Then we are on the last one. Our right fishing line goes into these two beads right here, and then the left takes in. We have made a circle of 6. We need 5 here. 3 beads are already into the fishing line, so we are going to just place 2 beads to cross with the second one. So this is what we have, and my fishing line is already short, so I'm just going to pass the fishing line through the already beaded work. So I'm just going to join in my new fishing line. So here. So on the left fishing line, I am going to place 3 beads. This next circle is going to be in 4s, just 4s. So we already have one here, so I'm going to place 3 beads to cross with the third. So it's in 4s, 1, 2, 3, 4. My right fishing line goes into the nearest bead, which is this one right here. So we have 2 beads here. We're going to place 2 beads to cross with the second. Again is in 4s. Our right fishing line goes into the nearest 1 bead. And then the left takes in 2 beads again to cross with the second. So this is how we are going to continue till we get to the very end. All is going to be in 4s. So we are on the second to the last bead. I have placed my right fishing line into the nearest bead. The left takes in 2 again. And then you cross with the second. So your right fishing line, this is how it's looking. The last part you're going to build, your right fishing line goes into this bead and this one right here. So it goes into 2 beads. Then you cross with just 1 bead. This is what we have. So next we are going to be making a circle of 5. Just the way we did 4 round, we are going to make 5 round. So it's already into 1 bead. The left fishing line takes in 4 beads. The right fishing line goes into 1 bead, just 1. And then the left takes in, because we already have 2 here, 1, 2, the left will take in 3 beads to make it 5. 3 beads to cross with the third. I want you guys to see something. The fishing line on my right hand is longer than that on my left, so I am going to cross in the usual way, not interlocking. So so that the longer fishing line can come to my left hand side, which always folds, like which always crosses. So it goes to my left hand side. So it's balanced this way. Instead of the right fishing line getting shorter, it has come to the left hand side. Right then, so the right fishing line goes into the nearest one bead. And then the left takes in 3 beads to cross with the third. So we go on and on till we get to the end. We are on the last one. We are going to place our fishing line, our right fishing line, into this bead right here, the one below. And then we're also going to place into this right here. So the fishing line is going into 2 beads. In order to close the gap, we're going to be needing 2 beads. 2 beads, because we already have 3 here. 2 to cross with the second. So this is what we have. We just finished a circle of 5, circles of 5. Now we are going to make circles of 6. Your right fishing line goes into the nearest bead, which is this one right here. Then the left fishing line takes in 4 sugar beads, because we have 2 here already. 4 to cross with the 4th. You have a circle of 6. The right fishing line goes into 2 beads. 1, 2 here. We have 3 beads lined up here, so we need just 3 beads to complete the circle of 6. So our left fishing line takes in 3 beads to cross with the third. The right fishing line goes into 2 beads again. And then the left takes in 3 beads to cross with the third. So this is what we'll be doing, 6 circles round till we get to the last bead. Now we are done with the circle of 6 around. The next thing we are going to do is to go around again, building circles of 4. We're going to be building circles of 4. It's already into 1 bead. We are just going to add 3 beads to cross with the third. Then my right fishing line goes into the next bead, just 1. Then the left takes in 2 beads. The left takes in 2 beads to cross with the second. Then the right goes into the nearest one bead again. The left takes in 2 beads to cross with the second. So you continue this pattern till you get to the last bead. We are on the last lap, still building 4 circles. So we are just going to take it into the nearest one bead. The left fishing line takes in 2 sugar beads to cross with the second. So this very last one, the fishing line goes into this bead right here and also into this. We have 3 beads already here. We're just going to cross with 1. So this is what we have. This is the circle we need. Okay, then so there's the width we need. The next thing we are going to do is to build on the circle, to build on it. So on your left fishing line, you take in 3 beads to make a circle of 4. Cross with the 3rd bead. Your right fishing line goes into the next bead. Your left takes in 2 beads. So cross with the second. Alright, it's looking like what we just did, but the difference is we are building on top. So this is how it's gonna be. So you can as well fold and build, or you can flatten it and just continue. Once you're done, you just fold. So I'm just going to flatten it and continue. You keep building in 4s until you get to the opening of the bag. So we are going to be leaving out 14 spaces, like 14 beads. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. So this is where I'm going to stop, on the 15th. This is where I'm going to stop. Now we are on the last sugar bead. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. So we have to stop here. So we have 14 beads in between. Our right fishing line is going to go through this one bead right here. For us to build another one on it, this fishing line, the upper fishing line, the one on the right, takes in 2 beads to cross with the second. Now our fishing lines are facing up. We are going to start building another one on top. So this the right fishing line takes in 3 beads to cross with the third. So this is how the work is looking. The right fishing line again goes through the nearest one bead, which is this one right here. Alright, so the left fishing line takes in 2 beads to cross with 1. This is what we have. So just as we've been building before, we are going to continue like that. The right goes into the right fishing line goes into the nearest one bead. The left fishing line takes in 2 to cross with the second. We will build till we get to the very end. So we are on the last one. I'm just going to place the 2 beads to cross with the second. This is what we have. So this is what we have. We've built 2 steps on the circular bag. Now we are going to have something like this also, a replica of this, which is this. The next thing we have to do is to join them together. To join together to make our complete circular bag. But first of all, this fishing line is already short, so I'm going to weave it in. So on the other bead, the other part of the bag, I have my excess fishing line already, so I'm just going to place 1 bead. I'm going to place 1 bead into the upper fishing line, the upper one, and then the same fishing line goes into the side of the second part of the bag. It goes right into this. And then the same fishing line also takes in 1 bead. We cross with 1 bead. Cross with 1 bead. So this is what we have. This is what we have. So the next thing we have to do is the right fishing line goes into this very bead right here, into the right sugar bead. Okay. The left fishing line also goes into the left beaded work. The left goes into this bead right here. Then you cross with 1. You cross with 1 bead. This is what we have. The right fishing line goes into this bead right here. The left goes into this bead, this one here. and then you cross with one bead again. So this is what we have. So you're just going to continue closing the gap. The right fishing line goes into the right sugar bead, the left fishing line goes into the left sugar bead, and then you cross with one sugar bead. That is how you close the gap. So this is the last one. We are still going to place just one bead, so cross. So here we have it. This is how our bag is looking. This is the side. So I'm going to take in my fishing line. I'm going to hide my fishing line in the bead, and I also did this. I'm going to be showing you how I was able to put my ring handle. I'm going to fix it on the same side in the other bag, the other face of the bag. We have 1, 2, and we have 2 right here. So that is where it shows 1. Here is the middle. We have 1 circle here. We have another middle. Then the second one was where I placed it. So we are going to count 7 on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stops here. And then here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's going to go in between these 2 beads. Right down, we have 1 circle here. We have another here, which is the middle. Then we are going to go through these 2 beads. Through these 2 beads. Then on the left and the right hand, we are going to place 1 sugar bead each. 1 on the right, 1 on the left, and then you cross with an extra 1. Cross with 1. Then you place another 3 beads, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and then you cross with the 3rd bead. Another one, 3 beads, 1 on your right, 1 on your left, and then you cross with 1. Okay, so right now we are going to place our ring into this work that we've done. So the final thing we are going to do is to attach this handle to the main bag itself, to attach it. So we are going to place, we're going to be needing just 2 sugar beads. You place 1 on the right, 1 on the left, and then you go through the 2 beads after the one you fixed your fishing line initially. You have it like this. This was where you went through. You have 1 in between. You go through this other 2 here. So you can cross with this very one on your left hand side. You're not placing any extra bead. The bead hanging in here, you're just going to cross with it. Make sure your work is tight. So this is what we have. You're just going to pass these excess fishing lines into the beaded work. Usually I love designing my bags with accessories. So anyone you can lay hold on, you can just get it. So I'm going to be placing this one right here. Just make sure it is well positioned at the middle. So just go right in and pin it to the bead. Yep. So this is how our bag is looking. Right then, this is the end of the tutorial. If you wish to add material to the bag, you can just put your material inside. If you wish to include zip, you can just build like 2 steps here, 2 steps on this side also, and fix your zip in between. It will really come out so fine. So we come to the end of today's tutorial, and I hope you learned a lot from making this bag. If you would like to replicate this, please let me know in the comment section and also show your work. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.